and welcome back to Wolves World for this match review of the 1-0 defeat at Old Trafford last night. As you can imagine, in various forums and things, there has been a lot of negativity over the results, the lack of goals, certain players, and I just wanted to start my video by saying, get a grip. We are in a very difficult time right now, not only football-wise, but with COVID, which will bound to be affecting many of our players. We've got a small squad, which for the first time under Nuno is actually having a number of key first-teamers out injured, which has coincided and fell at a run of games, which is very difficult. Spurs, Liverpool, Man United, and we've got to be realistic about who we are. We've had 2 great seasons, finishing 7th, exploits in Europe, FA Cup semi-final, and all these things are fantastic. But we are still Wolverhampton Wanderers, and we have no right to feel that we now have to finish in the top 5, 6, 7 of the league. And I think people need to get in their minds that Wolves are a project that is going absolutely in the right direction. And this moment in time is the toughest we've had it under Nuno and in these last 3 or 4 years under Forson. So, that aside, onto the actual game itself. Wolves did not play badly last night at all. I was quite nervous when I saw the team sheet. I felt there was a lot of youth and a lot of inexperience in particular against the attacking prowess that Man United have in the midfield and striking options. However, as the game progressed and as the evening went on, I was thrilled with what I saw. I thought we saw a number of outstanding performances from players who I don't think we were expecting to see them from. Both fullbacks, wingbacks, I thought were excellent yesterday. Yes, they have some things to work on, but overall I thought they were tremendous. And Kiyan Hoover for me was my man of the match, and he should definitely hold on to that shirt so long as he is ready to perform at that level consistently, which I think, from what I've seen, he is. Other areas of the pitch and things I enjoyed. I thought Neves and Moutinho struck up a bit of a partnership, which in a game when you would have expected us to be without the ball, and we were, they weren't just ran past like they had been in previous games. They actually really put a shift in, worked hard, and when they got the ball, Neves in particular, I thought moved it smartly, moved it with precision, and generally with a positive mindset. So I was happy to see those two together. Long may that continue, because we don't actually have that many other options in the centre of the field at the moment. And I'm glad that they've struck up a partnership that has made me and hopefully other fans happy to watch. I think he was given man of the match by the Amazon commentators, but Romain Saïss wasn't quite my man of the match because of Hoover, but he was absolutely excellent. Playing in the central of defence role, moving Cody out to the right, was something that made me a little bit nervous, because Cody is better on the ball than Saïss. However, Saïss is probably a slightly more natural defender and probably slightly quicker. So I thought that worked really well last night. Cavani, who is a dangerous player, who had a lot of opportunities in his games off the bench, given a start yesterday, but Saïss marshalled him really well. I thought all 3 of them did well, but Saïss was probably the pick of the 3 for me, and he looks a threat at the other end. He got his goal against Sheffield United, he got his goal in the last time out against Spurs, and he was close a number of times this week, and I think that is a real positive for our team moving forward, is him in an attacking sense and in the opposition boxes. Moving forward again, now a lot of people might have felt it was negative to bring off Neto when he did, but I had a different opinion, which is Neto was due a rest. And that was a game yesterday that we could have lost sooner, and we also could have lost or drawn in a different manner to how it did happen. But Neto is the player who we need fit and fresh for the games that are upcoming, like Brighton, when they are winnable matches. Neto is the man you need at 100%, and I was completely in favour of him giving that 20-25 minutes rest to get Fabio Silva some time on the field. So happy with that sub. Think it was made at the right time. Yes, he was an important player and a big player in the game for us yesterday. We'd have to expect that, but he can't run around every single minute of every game for Wolves causing havoc. He needed that rest. Well done, Nuno, on that tactical swap. Other areas for me, slight negative is, again, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, is Traore. I think his work off the ball is dropped to almost 0 now. and I think when he's on the ball, he is becoming not only predictable, but frustrated with himself. And I think he either needs to be given a different role, or he needs to be told a different set of instructions as to how to play that wide right attacking mould. For me yesterday, we had Harry Maguire, who is a very good defender, but is not quick and does not have great agility. And I just think Traore a few times squared him up and then went a different direction or to a different man. And that was a poor choice from me. He should have just ran at him and seen what happened. It might have been fouls and a booking, or he might have got through one-on-one with the keeper. And he's got to do something different because he is an important player for us, and I would like to see him just do a little bit more. I'm really not losing hope with him, but he's got to do something soon, or he will find himself on the bench, even in place of players like Otasawi and other youngsters who come into the team instead of him. As you'll see from my player ratings in a moment, a lot of the players I'm talking about here were sort of 6s and 7s, and one of those was Vitinha. I think Vitinha was withdrawn a little bit early in that game yesterday. However, there's no doubting that Podence is slightly more experienced and is slightly more likely to have got us that goal yesterday. I would have liked to have seen Vitinha stay on for a bit longer, because I thought after he'd warmed into the game 10-15 minutes, he moved the ball nicely, he was positive, he started high up the pitch, which gave Neves and Moutinho a bit more freedom when they did get the ball. And overall, I thought it was a good performance in his first start against a tricky Man United midfield. So well done, Vitinha, and I'll be quite happy to see him start or use from the bench as we move through into the new year. Two big positives as well for me, to slam them together, were corners. It was shown again yesterday that direct corners, direct free kicks made more trouble for Man United than the short corners. And we do need to, yes, mix it up sometimes, but stick to those direct balls into the box from set pieces for sure. Also mixed in with that, Ruben Neves again got himself high up the pitch to the edge of the box and had a number of opportunities to score, or at least take strikes on from sort of the 20-25 yard mark. That has got to be a part of his game moving forwards. And Nuno is talking about finding solutions. I think that solution is a solution he's found, and I expect Neves to score quite soon, hopefully against Brighton, if he continues to get in those positions in these games like we've seen recently. Overall, obviously it was disappointing to come away with a defeat, and especially in the manner that it came. But Wolves, if we'd have nicked a goal at any point in that game, which we certainly looked like we could have done, especially in the first half, I do think we would have seen it out to at least get a point, if not hold out for a 1-0 win. Man United were poor by their standards, but I think Wolves did a lot to emphasise their strengths and also play down Man United's strengths. The time the game got opened out and stretched a bit was when we started letting Pogba and Fernandes pick up the ball between midfield and defence. I did mention that in my introductory video to this game, and I think what you saw was we marshalled that really well until towards the end, when we were getting a little bit tired and they felt the need to go for it. It's a real shame that the deflection was the way they won it, although I'm pleased it wasn't a penalty with it being Man United. But I do think, apart from not getting the point there, 1 point from Spurs and Man United combined is a set of results I would have definitely taken after being beaten by Burnley. So not all negatives, plenty of positives to take from it. And I think moving forward with a slightly easier run of fixtures now, I'm expecting Wolves to still not maybe be high scoring or perform great all the time, but I'm hoping that points tally will get up towards 30 quite soon. So that's all from me today. Thank you very much. Please like, subscribe and share. Look out for some other videos coming up soon that are not just our match reviews and previews, something a bit different. Thanks very much. Have a happy new year. Bye bye.